I personally feel that full body workouts, full body routines where they work the body as a whole, as one functional movement, is more, provides better results, provides quicker results, and makes more overall sense for athletes, for people building muscle, for people looking to lose fat, than compared to body part splits where you're only working your chest on a given day, you're only working your legs on a given day. And I kind of gave a little bit of that away in my intro there, saying that the way the body works as a whole. Our bodies are designed to work as a functional unit. So when we do the lifts that provide the largest amount of muscle growth, say a squat, squat's probably the king of all hypertrophy movements for the simple reason that you can do it often and it builds the muscle across your body in a lot of different ways. Your back is a big supporting unit. So when you're squatting big weights, when you work up to squatting larger weights, your back comes into a huge play. That's a lot of support that it has to give to hold up a barbell. And then all of your rear and front chain muscles below that, so your core, your total core, not just your abs, but your erector spinae and the muscles of your back, your lower back, your abs, your intercostal muscles, your quads, hamstrings. All of these muscles have to work greatly to support the squat. It is a full body movement. It is not a leg isolated movement. So when we do a full body routine, or we do a leg body part split routine, we only get to do maybe 3 to 7, maybe 3 to 8 sets overall, and people will move on because they become too fatigued at that point to continue going on the squat. So they choose less effective exercises, such as the leg press. The leg press isolates more of the leg. You can typically do more weight, but it's not as effective at building muscle. It is not going to provide as much of a stimulus to muscle growth as will the squat. And the same goes more dramatically when you look at exercises like the leg curls or leg extensions. They just do not provide the stimulus that you can get from squatting more often. So in a given week, if we look at total volume, total workload done, someone who is squatting only one day may do between 3 and 8 sets. That's being a little bit generous. So in terms of the exercises that provide the most growth, we're looking at 3 to 8 sets. That's it. Whereas someone that is doing full body routines, they may only do 5 sets on their first day, day 1, and then on the next time they come back, say Wednesday, so that was Monday, and Wednesday they come back, they do another 5 sets. Now they're up to 10 sets of total squats. If you're doing 5 by 5, that's 50 reps, so their volume is much greater than the guy or woman that did 3 to 8 sets for 1 day a week. Then they come back again, day 3. Usually these are 3-day-a-week routines. They get up to 25 now, 25 sets total. 15 sets total, and they end up doing 75, so they're doing 25 reps each time. 5 times 5 is 25. Or, you could do 3 sets of 8 and get essentially the same amount of total workload. It really doesn't matter. So this guy or woman, they end up getting 15 sets total, whereas the person that's doing a body part split's only getting 3 to 8 sets. So they're not providing the stimulus. But then, and that applies to all of the other movements too: pressing movements, pulling movements, and then any accessory movements that you do after that would, of course, apply as well. But then there's another aspect that we have to look at in that, and that is recovery. So if you want your body to recover as best it can, and really doing body part splits hampers that in some ways. It hampers the schedule anyways. So if we are doing, say we're working our chest on Monday, and then we work our legs on Tuesday, well, that's 2 consecutive days where we're providing a stimulus for our body to grow from large compound movements. 2 days in a row. So we don't really get fully recovered. Our body as a whole, remember, our body doesn't work as one individual unit. Your body doesn't start recovering your chest and then recover your legs the next day as some completely different thing that had no connection. It's recovering. It's just all your body knows is that it needs to recover. It needs to provide the necessary nutrients and stimulus for it to repair muscle and then make whatever adaptations are necessary. So when we single out our body that way into trying to say we're going to work this muscle this day, this muscle this day, we hamper its ability to provide stimulus overall. So we keep providing a stimulus day in, day out, and in those cases we're doing it. In those cases we're providing it a great stimulus. We're giving it a large volume, large workload. Whereas in full body, you could work out every day. You could work your body as a whole every day. I'm not saying that that's not possible, but when you do that, the volume has to be varied. You can't go balls to the wall, all-out training every day and expect to recover from day to day. And that's generally what we see. So the major programs that are out there, that where you see like Olympic lifters lifting daily, they're 3 times a day sometimes. That's a varied workout. They're not shooting for 1 rep maxes on every time, or they're not going to complete exhaustion on every lift. That would be foolish to try to do something like that. So those are just a few reasons why I personally feel that full body workouts are more effective than doing isolated movements where we're only working specific body parts. You guys can let me know how you feel in the comments below. I'd love to see it. I'd love to hear what some other opinions are on it, and I will talk to you next time.